I want to bring in a colleague of Mazie Hirono's on the Judiciary Committee as well, Senator Cory Booker, Democrat from New Jersey, who also serves on that key committee. A moment that many feared, inevitable at some point, of course, but your reaction to finding out the news today.
You know, this has been a year of such grief and such profound death for America. 200,000 Americans almost dead from a coronavirus. So many of us touched by that. Losing heroes, C.T. Vivian, John Lewis, and now a woman to what Thurgood Marshall was for civil rights. She was a champion and a true soldier for justice for women's rights in our country. And then on the court, as a law student, as a lawyer, I mean, so many of the things that she did inspired. And even when she was writing in the dissent, I still remember in her Shelby decision, this decision that gutted the Voting Rights Act that John Lewis fought so nobly for. She said getting rid of the pre-clearance provision during a rainstorm is during right now is like getting rid of an umbrella during a rainstorm because you don't think you're getting wet anymore.
Right.
She was just truly one of the giants of our nation and our nation's ideals. And this is just a deeply, deeply sad night. And I just grieve for not just her family, but I really do grieve for our nation and the loss that we see now in her.
Yeah, it really has been a freaking hard year for everyone, I think. And obviously this is another thing to mourn and to grieve. What happens in your life on a night like tonight as a U.S. Senator? Like, is there a text chain of the Judiciary Committee's Dems that you're talking about? Is there going to be a phone call tonight? Is there a strategy meeting? I mean, people need to grieve, but I just feel like Mitch McConnell is probably going to start the wheels in motion in one way or another.
Well, your phone explodes and calls start coming in, and your heart is torn between just grieving and being in the moment and feeling the loss, and then also trying to think about the implications. And it's hard not to. And if I could just show you all the unopened texts I have, where I see the top lines of them of people who are fearful tonight about what might happen, from the very legitimacy of the Supreme Court being undermined, because it's worth me reading what Mitch McConnell's words were. The American people should have a voice in the selection of their next Supreme Court justice. Therefore, this vacancy should not be filled until we have a new president. That was Mitch McConnell. Lindsey Graham, to read from him, he says, and I quote, "If an opening comes in the last year of President Trump's term and the primary process has started, we'll wait to the next election." And so I don't know. I think your wise words earlier in your program were really right. None of us know what's going to happen. We know what should happen resolutely, unequivocally. We know that this seat should not be filled until after the next presidential inauguration. But I think you said it right, where we just don't know. And people who are trying to predict this, the question is really the levels of integrity of each and every senator, each and every Republican colleague of mine who gave floor speech after floor speech to justify the blocking of Merrick Garland, the denying Barack Obama of a choice. More than 250, I think, between 250 and 300 days before the next election. I heard their justifications on their floor. And so this is going to be a big test of integrity. And I worry because if it goes the wrong way, we will have a lot of challenges in our republic for the legitimacy of our institutions and people's faith in government leaders and government officials. So tonight, I hope we all mourn. I hope we don't tread over this loss. I hope we don't just run by this greatness. I don't care what your political background is. This was a lifetime servant to the ideals of this country. And we should stay here for a moment and take our time to honor and respect and revere a great American. And I know this will evolve in the days ahead, but tonight, I know a lot of Americans' hearts are hurting.
The Supreme Court has been it has been a struggle sometimes to get